What's up guys, John back here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about this guy right here, the imalent DM70 series. It's an awesome flashlight, very bright, very powerful, so if you want to learn more about this guy, stay tuned. I do also have some beam shots that I will add to this video, so stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. So we're going to be talking about the imalent DM70 series today, which, as some of you know, I am a flashlight nerd. I own a ton of flashlights, and I came across this one about a month ago. I was shopping on Amazon. I was at that point where I wanted to find something that was super bright, super pocketable, which I mean small, and something that had a pretty good beam distance too, because one of my biggest pet peeves was the higher the lumen output, the lower your meter or your range or your throw is, which really bothered me because I have plenty of lights that are 3,000, 4,000 lumens. They're a little bit bigger than this one, but their beam distance sucks. I mean, it doesn't go that far. It's super wide, super floody, which is cool. I mean, because if you want to light up like the general area around you, it's pretty cool for that. It does do that, but if you want to throw the light far, it does not do that. So your throwers are usually going to be technically 1,000 or 2,000 lumens. Once you start getting into the 2,500, it's really hard to find that happy medium where you can get 2,500, 3,000 lumens, and a far throw beam distance. It's almost impossible to find. So came across this one right here, which was kind of a shocker to me. I read the specs on it, and I was kind of blown away. So you have 4,500 lumens, which is very bright. I mean, that's like very bright for a handheld flashlight. The size of this too, which is not even 5 inches in total height. And then it's got a beam distance of 306 meters, which is insane. It's not like it's not something I've ever seen before. So I was really shocked when I started reading those specs. I thought in my mind, I'm like, this has to be a big, massive flashlight. There's no way it's small. You know, that's kind of what I thought. I was thinking more of something like my Klarus, where it has a pretty good brightness to it. It's 3,000 lumens. It doesn't have a good throw distance, so it's only 180 meters if I remember correctly. But look at the size of this guy. It's massive. I mean, compared to the imalent, like, it's massive. It's almost twice the size. It's taller. It's heavier. It holds a lot bigger battery. So that's the thing. Like, I didn't want something like this. I wanted something that I can throw into my pocket and have 4,500 lumens and a good beam distance all in one package. So I was really, really happy when I first found out about this flashlight. So I paid about $100 for it. They're not the cheapest, so $100 for this type of battery is really not, or battery flashlight is really not that bad. It's kind of something that should have been more, in my opinion, from the overall structure, the beam distance, the brightness. I thought for sure it was going to be at least a $160 flashlight, but no, it was only $100. So just a quick specs real quick. It's a rechargeable flashlight, so it does have the proprietary battery that has the charger built into the battery, which I'll show you in a moment. It's a very compact size. It is pushing 4,500 lumens, and it also has the beam distance of 306 meters. It uses a standard micro USB charger. It does come with the 21700 battery, which, like I said, is their proprietary battery. And it does have 5 output levels and a strobe mode. And then it also has a few little weird things. It does have this light on the side, which is considered a night light. It lights up orange. It's not something you can see during the day, so I don't even want to show you because it doesn't really do anything. Aside from that, though, you do have your switch right here, which controls everything. Very interesting switch. This dial right here, it moves. I don't know why, but as you turn it on, it lights up green to let you know. You hold it to go through the modes, which every time you hold it, it switches. It ramps up 4 times. Turn it off. It's simple. To get to to get to the power turbo output, you just double click it, and right away it goes right to the actual turbo mode. So very easy user interface, I should say. Does come with a nice lanyard with it. It's really thick, very nice. It's got a nice material to it. It does say imalent on there. I'll go ahead and disassemble this guy real quick just so you can kind of see the battery. Everything's very nicely oiled and greased. It's got really high-end, powerful threads in there for the copper wiring setup in there. Very nice. Oh, and then also it's a magnetic tail cap. So this right here is a magnetic tail cap. It's designed to stick to metal, obviously. Doesn't do the best. I wouldn't rely on it to hold my $100 flashlight, but that's just me. So this is their battery. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty impressive for this size. And it is chargeable right through that port. So outside of that, very nice battery. It's an imalent proprietary battery, like I said. So it's one of their things that they make mainly for this flashlight. So overall, though, I gotta say, it's worth the money. I mean, I was a little hesitant at first when I bought it because a lot of my flashlights are $30 to $60 for some pretty high-end flashlights. So when I saw the price, I was like, I don't know if I really want to do that. But it was one of those things where I was literally like shocked when I first took it out of the box and first held it. I just couldn't believe the quality. It has kind of a orange peel / smooth reflector. I don't know if you can see that in there. I don't know how you explain that. It's definitely orange peel, but it's not as aggressive as like the Klarus, for example. See how that one, very orange peel. It's a lot shorter too, so they are like the same diameter overall. But as far as the deepness of the actual light, the head of the light, it's a lot deeper in there than something like the Klarus. It's a lot shorter in there. But they're rocking pretty much the same LED. It's I believe it's their Cree XHP. Let me see if they wrote it on the box. Highly doubt it, of course. So it's a standard Cree, which is one of the better lights if you want to have, one of the better LEDs if you want to have a good amount of light. Overall, it's a great flashlight. I love it. I would do it all over again if I had to. So if you're looking for a nice pocketable flashlight that's not going to be too big or overbearing, but you want a ton of light with a ton of throw, this right here is the answer to all your questions. This is definitely the light to get. They do make another one similar to the series. I believe it's the DM60. This is the DM70. If it is the 60, if I remember correctly, that one is less lumen output, but it has more of a throw on it. So if you want something that's more of a thrower, that's the route to go. If you want something that's more of a higher output with a little bit of throw, that's this one right here. So one of my biggest gripes is the pocket clip. I am a pocket clip guy. I love all my flashlights to have them. The pocket clip is nice, really nice material, fits on there perfect. But the one thing I don't like is how the flashlight has to be upright. I don't like putting a flashlight in my pocket upright. I want it to be like downward, so like it goes in like that, you know? And then the only other problem I have is the accidental touches with this thing. It is very easy to do that with one of these buttons on here because they're so soft and easy to touch. So it's one of those things where you're going to have to lock it out, which 4 times real quick is what locks this flashlight out. It's a nice feature to have, but it is annoying. I don't know why it's not working now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's weird. It's not locking now. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't locking out, but now it locked out. So now the button is useless, doesn't do anything. But you can unlock it with 4 clicks again. But that's annoying though, in my opinion, because I want to be able to pull my flashlight out and use it. I don't want to have to pull it out and then, flip it around and then click it 4 times to turn it on. That's my biggest gripe with this flashlight. And outside of that, everything else is perfect with it. It does come with a sheath holster, which is a really nice little holster. I just got to find it. I believe it is. I got so many holsters now for all my flashlights. I don't know which one's which anymore. All right. So that is this one right here. Really nice. It's overall made pretty nice. Definitely holds the flashlight pretty well. Looks like it sticks out just a little bit. It's a little hard to shove in there, but once you shove it in, it's good to go. Holds the flashlight, no problem, and it's nice that they include that with the overall kit because a lot of flashlights out there do not, so it's nice that they actually include that for you because you are spending a decent chunk of money on it. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and add the night shots that I did the other night with this imalent DM70 light, and you can see how it works, be the judge for yourself, and that's it for today. So I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe, comment down below. Anything you need from me, you comment, let me know. Anything you want to see, I will do my best to make it happen. Working on making this channel actually become something. So I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. All right, here we are with some nice shots of the imalent D70, I believe. So this guy is very, very bright. It's 4,500 lumens, so it's literally a pocket monster full of light. And right now I'm in my park, which is obviously pitch dark out here. I'm gonna do some night shots, some beam shots, just so you have a good concept of how this bad boy works. I got the school over there, which is about 60, 70 yards away. The end of the park is about a football field's length away, and there's houses all the way at the very end. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on the lowest setting first. Alright, so we're at the lowest setting right now, as you can tell. This picnic table is about 10 feet away from me, so lights that up no problem. But obviously this is next to nothing. You can kind of tell a little bit of what it does, but it's not really lighting up a whole lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to the next setting. So at this setting, you start getting a lot more visual of the beam and actually how much it lights up. As you can tell, starting to see a lot more of the trees down far away. Alright, we'll go ahead and get to the next level. So right there, definitely gets a little bit brighter, as you can tell. Really wide beam on this thing. It's definitely more of a floody combination of light. But it does have some throw on it too, which is pretty amazing to have a floody type beam, but also have some distance on it. That's pretty much unheard of. Usually when you get a flood type of light, you don't get much beam to it, but this one on the other hand, you get almost 300 meters of throw, which is a pretty impressive amount of light on top of the 4,500 lumens. So we're gonna ramp it up one more. So at this point, I'm definitely making it to all the way at the end where the houses are, which is very, very impressive. And all right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the turbo mode on this guy. Start it off by the school. So there you go, turbo mode right there. God, it doesn't do it justice on the camera footage, but this thing in real life, I mean, it just throws that beam, which is amazing. 4,500 lumen light, the size of your hand, as you could tell. I mean, you can't really tell, it's dark, but look at that. Lights all the way up to the end of the park. Let's see if I can get a better picture of that. Unbelievable. So there it is, guys. Big, huge, wide beam, as you can tell. Lights up everything around you. I mean, it's crazy, crazy beam.